All right, we're now on Word Chapter 2, Guided Project 1-2. And the first thing we want to do is go to eCampus. And I'm going to go back to the Course tab here just to get you started where you're supposed to be. And remember that everything is in Content and that eCampus knows where we were. I have already been in Word Chapter 2, Formatting and Customizing Documents. Again, you want to go to the checklist. This is your friend, to make sure that you complete everything. Participate in discussion, read and do let me tries, and here we are on the guided project. So when I click this again, it takes us straight to SimNet, which is just lovely, but I want to see it as a student because you are a student. We have our start file. I'm going to click the button and download my start file, and go down here on the tab and open it up. And then I'm going to do File Save As, and I'm going to save it to the same location. Don't want it. I want it in Textbook Exercises, which is really nice that it knows that that's where it goes. So, Insurance Questionnaire, yippee-i-yo, save. All right, now in the book, which again, I actually recommend that you get the book because it's really nice the way that it has this all laid out in the instructions, and you can put your finger right on the page and follow it. So I'm in W2-115. And the great thing is that all of Word is numbered sequentially, and then Excel starts over again on 1. I'm not crazy about that, but whatever. All right, so we have the document. We have saved it. Now we're going to change the margins on the document. We're going to click the Page Setup Launcher. So it's really nice. The instructions are very specific. The Page Setup Launcher, Layout tab, Page Setup Group. Nice. Layout tab, Page Setup Group, and our little launcher right there to open up the whole thing. And then we want to change the left and the right margins to 0.75. So over here, I've got left, 0.75, tab, right, 0.75. Now you could use your cursor to get over there, but I like tabbing through because it's a little bit quicker. And click OK to close the box. Now we're going to change the theme and the theme color. So click the Themes button, Design tab, Document Formatting Group. So Design tab, Document Formatting Group, and here we go, Themes, and we want to choose Integral from the drop-down list. There it is, right there. We're going to click the Colors button. It's in the Document Formatting Group, Colors, nice. We want to choose Aspect from the drop-down list. Aspect, the very last one, of course. And we want to change the font size, paragraph spacing, and line spacing for the entire document. So we're going to do Control A. We've got that. We're going to change the font size to 11, and that's on the Home tab. Font size is 11 for the entire document. We want to change the line spacing to single. Alrighty, right here, single is 1.0. And change the after paragraph spacing. So let's pop that paragraph up, and we want to change the after paragraph spacing to 6. And now we're going to apply styles to selected text. So placing the insertion point in the first line of text, Contractor's Insurance Questionnaire, insertion point, it said in the first line of text. And I'm flipping the page now on the instructions. Click the Title Style, Home tab, Styles group. I'm in the Home tab. Styles, Title. And because this is a paragraph format, you don't have to have the whole thing selected. You just need to have your cursor in it. Select the second line of the document. Please carefully read and understand. Right-click the selected text and click Styles right here. And choose Book Title from the Styles Gallery. And this is me reading it. Book title right there. There you go. Yeah, I didn't select the entire line. So let's right click again, go to styles, book title. There we go. Because you notice it only got understand. It only got the one word that I was in. Okay, now we are going to click the change case button, home tab, font group. So we're still on the home tab, font group, and we want to do the change case. And you can hover over if you don't know. Okay, there we go, highlight text color. Whoa, change case. And I want to change it to uppercase. There we go. So nice, isn't it? Now we want to select applicant's instructions. Remember, 1, 2, 3 selects the entire paragraph. Apply the intense quote style from the style gallery. So intense emphasis, that's not intense quote. So let's drop these, show all of these. Intense reference, intense quote, there it is. If necessary, click the more button. Okay. And it wants us to apply strong style to the 3 words in all caps. Oh, all. Now, what I'm doing is I double-clicked on all, and then I held down the control key, and I double-clicked on none, and then I double-clicked on none. And it wants us to apply strong. There we go. I am on instruction H, and it says select insurance application disclaimer. Okay, I'm just going to show you here. Control F is find. All right, it's telling us to find insurance application disclaimer. Do you really want to just go through and search all this thing? Hit Control F. Might have to hit it more than once, or click on the find button because it's not cooperating with me. And when I click on insurance, I just typed in insurance, and as I hit the little down arrow here, it takes me to the next one. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not, there it is, insurance application disclaimer. And apply the intense quote style. So I'm going to click 3 times. Don't worry about that highlight. That has everything to do with this box, and it actually did not highlight it. So I wanted intense quote right there. There we go. Now we're going to modify an existing style. So we're going to click the More button in the Home tab Styles group to display the styles in the Style Gallery. Okay, so let's click here, although we have intense quote right there. It says right click the intense quote style, right click, select modify, change the font size to 12. Now the beauty of this, and you're going to see it more and more, is that it changes it for every instance that you have identified as an intense quote type of text. Okay, we want to click the Format button in the bottom left corner and select Paragraph, Format, Paragraph. There we go. We want to change left and right indent to 0. So left indent 0, right indent 0. Click OK, and then click only in this document. Click OK. And then click only in this document. This is really important because if you want this to be permanent change in Microsoft Word on your computer, you don't want to do this to other people's computers. So pay attention to that particular checkbox and those selections. Now click OK. So now they've all been changed. Now we're going to add borders and shading to selected text. We're going to select the first 3 paragraphs below insurance application disclaimer. Luckily, that's right there. We want to select the first 3 paragraphs. 1, 2, 3. We've got them. Click on the Borders drop-down arrow, Home tab, Paragraph Group, Home tab, Paragraph, Borders, drop-down box, select Borders and Shading. There we go. Such good instructions. We're going to select Custom in the setting area. So setting area, Custom. Select Solid Line Border first option in the Style area. Style, Solid Line, first option. Click the Color drop-down list and select the 5th color in the first row. Color, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's orange. Makes sense. Click the width in the drop-down list and select 1/2 point. No, 1 point. It is already 1/2 point. 1 point. A little bit thicker. Click the left and right border buttons in the preview area, the left and the right. Oh, you can select those buttons. I always just do it directly on the icon. Select Paragraph in the Apply To area. It already says paragraph, but you do have other options, paragraph or text. Change the left and right settings to 5 points. In the Options button, left, 5, right, 5, and it defaults to points. And click OK. And click the Shading tab. And click the Fill drop-down list, 5th color in the 2nd row. 1, 2, oh, 2nd row? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a lighter color of orange, which makes perfect sense. And click OK. All right. There's our orange paragraphs that go with insurance application disclaimer. That certainly does set it apart. And now we are on page W2-117. Alrighty, instruction 9 says we're going to change the paragraph spacing and add a tab stop with an underline leader. So we're going to select the last 3 lines of text on the 2nd page. Now down here on the bottom it shows you that this is page 3 of 3. So it wants the last 3 lines of text on the 2nd page. And I'm actually thinking something's wrong with this because I'm thinking it does not mean that. So sometimes you have to apply some logic to it. If you'll look at these, and this says, if yes, explain. If yes, please explain, and then insurance. That doesn't look right. So I'm thinking that I missed something somewhere along the line on the 1st page or the 2nd, or my spacing is off, which of course it's going to tell me when it goes into grade. So what I'm going to do, the last 3 lines of text on the 2nd page. So, oh yeah, definitely got something wrong with the line spacing on this, because when you go back and you go over to page 118, or if you look at your downloaded one, what it's talking about is that this last 3 lines of text. So I missed something somewhere on that line spacing, and so now this is what it's talking about to select these last 3 lines of text. This should be page 2. So these are good things to pay attention to all the way along, and then you would go back and you would look for some line spacing instruction that you didn't get quite right. So we're going to go ahead with this because we know that when we run this through, you have more than one opportunity, and it's going to tell us exactly what is wrong. So I select these 3 lines, got that, and I click the paragraph launcher. There we go. And change the before paragraph spacing to 12 points. Now I want to click the tabs button, and I want to type 7 in the tab stop position, 7. And I want to click right on the radio buttons and click 4, solid underline in the leader, and then click set. So now you can see that there is a tab stop here that is set already. And this is important to understand. Until you click set, you haven't done anything. Click at the, and close the tab dialog box. Okay, there we go. So now it says nothing happened, right? Guess what? There's no tabs. There's only a paragraph mark there. Okay, so click at the end of the name and title of the insured. Click at the end and press tab. Magically, look at that. It's a beautiful thing. And repeat step I for the next 2 lines. Tab, tab. There we go. Now, number 10 says we're going to add a multi-level list to selected text and modify list settings. So we're going to select the lines of the text beginning with applicant on the first page and ending with if yes, please explain. So, beginning with applicant. So there's applicant. And ending with if yes, please explain. So I'm going to start here and go back up to select all that text. So beginning with applicant and ending with if yes, click the multi-level list button, home tab, paragraph group, home tab, paragraph group, multi-level list. See, hover over it, you get the tooltip. And then we get to choose, and we're going to select the one little a one, this one. Sorry, my headset decided to come off. I'm going to do Control Z because it asked us to do 2 steps, and when the headset fell off, I missed the step. Okay, so we are going to select this. Okay, it wanted us to do that and then to select it again and do define new multi-level list. So we want to click the Set for All Levels button to open the Set for All. So Set for All Levels. There we go. Set the bullet number position for the first level to 0. Bullet number position is already set to 0. Set the text position for the first level to 0.3. Text position for the first level, 0.3. Set the additional intent for each level to 0.3. Additional intent for each level, 0.3. And click OK to close the Set for All Levels. And then click OK to close Define New Multi-Level List. All right. Increase the indent on selected lines. So click anywhere in the list to deselect it. Place your insertion point in 13 in the numbered list. 13 in the numbered list. And click Tab. If yes. Repeat step B on each of the lines in the list that begins with if yes. Tab. Tab. The list should display 28 numbered items. There's another if yes. Another if yes. Another if yes, and the list does not display 28. Okay, so our little solution back here on the back, really big help on page W2 118 because we should have applied this format all the way down to here. So we didn't go to the last if yes, but guess what? Format Painter is our friend. Click here, click Format Painter, and go all the way down there. Now we have to go and click, we have to tab over every other if yes. Don't you just love Format Painter? I know I really do. Okay, there's got to be one more if yes, and then we have 28. Look at that. Glorious. We have 28 now. Now instruction 12 says we're going to change the paragraph spacing on the multi-level list and add a right tab stop with an underline leader. So we're going to select the entire multi-level list. All right. All of our multi-level list. Got it. Click the paragraph launcher. There we go. To open the paragraph dialog, select Don't Add Space Between Paragraphs of the Same Style. Right there, that little box. Now I'm going to flip the page over. Ooh, we're almost done. Going to click on the Tabs button to open the Tabs dialog box. Type 7 in the tab stop position. Click the right radio button. Click 4 solid underline. This is very much like the one we already did. And click OK. Click at the end of the first numbered item, Applicant, and click Tab. Click at the repeat step I for each of the numbered and lettered paragraphs. Alrighty, we're putting in a whole bunch of little tabs so that we get those nice little lines. This is tedious. I'm going to pause while I finish this. All right, now it says save the document. I like Control S for that personally. Insert a page break in the document. Place the insertion point before the text in number 22 of the multi-level list. Before the text in number 22, and press Control Enter. Control Enter. There we go. Pops it down to the next page. And as you scroll up here, you see that page break now. And if I turn off paragraph marks, you will not see it. That's why I love to see paragraph marks. Now we want to add a page number to the footer of our document. And the first thing we're going to do is press Control Home to go to the beginning of the document. We're going to click the page number button, Insert tab, Header and Footer Group, Insert, and Header and Footer Group, right here, page number. And we're going to choose bottom of the page, and then we get a drop-down list. And we want to do bold numbers 3. Bold numbers 3. And click the blank line below page numbers in the footer and backspace to delete the blank line. So we have a blank line here, backspace, so that we eliminate it and we don't have that extra space. Close the header and footer. You can also just double click out of it. So anytime you want to go back in the header or footer, double click in it, double click out of it. Simple. View the document in side to side. Go to the View tab. So View tab page movement group, again, that's a versioning issue. That's not on this version of Windows. So we're going to save and close the document and submit it. So Control S, going to close it, save. I already told you to do that. Going to go back here and I'm going to go upload my file. It already knows where I am. Again, I told you about date modified. If you look down here, it is 9:57 a.m. I did that at 9:56 a.m. That's the one. Now we know that there's an error in this, at least one. So yes, submit the file. Alrighty, I got 91%. But the beautiful thing about this is that I told you line spacing. Look at that. And the 0 out of 1 changed the after paragraph spacing to 6 points. So that was for every paragraph. And let's put that back and then add the multi-level list. So let's see, I got 0 out of thing. Tab. Paragraph starts with, if you are a general contractor, has an incorrect list style. So it tells us exactly what we need to do. Paragraph starts with, does not have the correct settings. So it's, if you are a general contractor, right there. Doesn't have the correct settings. And here we go, 10F, right there. Set text position, there you go. 10B, click the multi-level list. This is really nice. Document properties, change the font size to 11, change the line spacing, and down. There you go. Tells you everything that you need to do. So it's lovely. All right, good luck. Get in there. And you have more than one submission.